Tuesdays with the Wizard.
Tuesdays with the Wizard.
Yes.
And the Wizard will be here soon.
And the Wizard is taking up all the space today, Jason.
All right.
Split those legs. Not too far. Not too
Well,
far.
I'm like right in the table like this.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
You know, I'm a gaunt wizard. I'm pretty thin.
A what wizard?
A gaunt.
Gaunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wizards, I don't know. I think wizards are thin. They just have this big cloak that makes them appear like, and the thing has shoulders, and it's like a nightmare.
Well,
Hi, Kelsey.
when you're
Hi,
fighting a
Dem Sports
dragon and
Mommy.
all that, you need to have some presence, right?
What's happening with Bill? Well, we want to know that. So let's start.
We're going to look at that.
Yeah, we're going to, okay, so there's this audio tape, and we don't want to mention any names, that Billy Bush was on the bus, and Access Hollywood was taping it.
Yeah.
Now, Jason, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, and Jason feels like, because I text like I wish Billy Bush would have just thrown it out there in the first place. I've got something on this dude. Jason feels like he didn't even remember it.
Yeah. I mean, it's what, 10 years ago. It's like it's what he's been doing, and to think that it was anything kind of out of the norm for him doesn't seem like he probably even thought twice about it.
Is it out of the norm for him? You know, the company we keep?
I think that it's probably pretty normal in that realm, in the Hollywood realm, and just how people are seen as pieces of meat.
Oh my God,
Right?
Peachy! Huffington Post already reported he's out for good. Thank you.
Out of what, the Today Show? Or?
Yeah, I would think so too. I will send you the link.
Well, the last I heard, he was just suspended.
Well, but she's trying to update us. Because the psychic detectives, they do a better job than me. Because you guys are just better at all the media stuff. Okay, here's what's interesting though, huh?
We're busy at work.
No, but they're working too, Jason.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you working out there?
Yes, they just have more, technology skills than we do. So a lot of my clients, they're constantly sending me updates on so many things. They're like, Tracey, did you see this? Tracey, did you see this? No, it's
Really?
Yeah, they're just quick draw with it. Yeah,
See,
faster than I am for sure.
I'm not tapped in like that. I don't have like this network that is feeding me.
Oh
information.
God, no, I do. Oh Jesus Christ! Like, yeah. Not only do I have a network that's feeding, me information, I'm getting it from everywhere. I'm getting it from friends on Facebook, friends on Twitter, and sometimes it's the same article over and over and over and over again.
Right.
No, I'm getting fed nicely.
Do you have time to read it?
I read everything.
Okay.
I do.
You hear that? Tracey reads everything you send to her.
Everything. By the way, I read everything on YouTube. I don't always respond to everything on YouTube, but I have to tell you, if you tell me my hair looks nice, I look pretty, and that I tend to respond to those. You can give me your opinion all you want. Just add, and you look beautiful. I'm responding.
Your hair is very pretty. Your makeup is spot on.
Jason, thank you.
Go ahead. Bring on a compliment to me. My turn.
Right. Do you see how it just fell? It just fell.
Completely. It's like,
thank you.
yeah.
And next.
That's what happens when you have two Leos, right?
That's the article. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let's just read it because negotiating exit. Oh God, Billy Bush, you screwed up. You screwed up an amazing career. Okay. So with that being said, let's see. First of all, we were going to check to see if he's out. Now we know he is out. I have to tell you, Al Roker and Tamron Hall seem to be okay with it. They seem to be like, the missing link is Billy Bush, and let's talk about the weather. It was hilarious, but you could tell they didn't show it, but I see everything, so it was
right.
like.
So you saw it. You saw them displaying their lack of just like
care.
Oh, he's gone. Oh.
Care. You know, today he was replaced by that MTV guy. I wonder if he's going to be the permanent replacement. I know he likes the AM slot before 9 o'clock. I always felt like he could be the one to replace Matt Lauer. They were grooming Billy Bush to replace Matt Lauer in about 2 years, but so that's out. I guess Matt gets to keep his job now. Matt, please thank Billy Bush for being such a young, inappropriate, cohabitating, what? Can I say the word?
Continue.
Can I say the word? I've been dying to say this word anyway, Jason. Can I say it?
Ask them.
I don't want to say it.
I'll
No,
plug
I
my
don't want
ears
to
if
say
it's
it.
Don't say it.
The word that was used. That's the word that got you fired, Billy Bush. When you have to grab somebody's P word, that did it.
Yeah, I would hang on to that word.
We would have taken anything, anything. But when he said, grab the P word, oh man, that ruined it.
Right.
There was no coming back from that.
Do you see yourself running for president someday? Any kind of elected office?
Yeah.
Well, don't say it then.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's probably too late for like some of the other broadcasts, right?
Yeah, I've done things on other broadcasts though. Hide those tapes! Hide the tapes! I guess I can't run for elected office. But
sure you can.
No, I mean,
what would you run for?
Something local. Something city bound, local. I really care about my community and I really want to be one with the peoples.
Nice.
I really, really love the peoples. I love the people. So if I could just do it and really be one, holding hands, communicating, I wish I would have known. I definitely would have gone into public service.
Okay, well, there's still time. There's still time.
There's always time, but...
Because now, since you're older, you're wiser.
Yeah, and more caring, too. But I might go into public speaking, so I still might be one with the peoples. But, I don't know. Could I ever see myself? It's always possible. But, you know, I do have a lot of videotapes out there, and people are not going to be happy that a psychic is on the city council.
Right, so become a public speaker instead, and speak about what you know.
Right.
Right, and that which connects you to the community.
Right. By the way, I have over 1 million hearts, everyone, so thank you.
Wow, 1 million hearts? That's cause for celebration. We should have, like, you know, confetti or something kind of open up from the ceiling, balloons, or, you know, we should open up some champagne.
He brought himself down to Trump's level, sad, because the puppy needed to feel included. I get that. I feel like he was a puppy. He did say that he was just 32 years old. I was at a 7-year-old child by the time I was 32, so I don't know. Wow. No, 24.
If he was 15?
Yeah, 7-year-old child.
Maybe?
No,
but
26.
32?
A 6-year-old child. Right, but I'm just telling you what Billy Bush said, Jason.
No, I know
He's defending his actions, but then this is also the guy, Billy Bush is also the guy that defended Ryan Lochte and called Ryan Lochte a kid when he tried to take down a whole country.
How old is Ryan Lochte?
32.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he called him a kid, and Al Roker, it was real funny because Al Roker was stirring his drink, and he was like, he's not a kid, he's a grown man, and all you could see was the stirring of the cup because he was so upset that Billy Bush chose that word. Yeah. You're not a kid, you're a grown man. Yeah. In any case, bye Billy. So who's the MTV guy? He was on there today. MTV. Guys, help me. Yeah, don't you love Al? Guys, help me. MTV.
I didn't know there was an MTV still.
MTV, the channel is still there. But he was Carson Daly. Carson Daly was on today. I wonder if he's going to take over. Oh my God. Billy Bush is the type that would be the lookout for the rapist Brock.
Wow.
That's not me. Again, I might run for city council. I didn't say that.
You just read that.
I'm just a puppy that's being used to say. I'm serious. I agree. And I posted something where it was Donald Trump and Brock Turner, and you could see Brock Turner turning into Donald Trump. Yeah. She speaks the truth. Yes, she does, Masaki. Hi, Erica. Let's just see. I mean, of course, he's down. By the way, I'm really pissed at myself, guys.
Why are you pissed?
Because I should have did this like yesterday. I should have the minute I should have did it.
Why didn't you do it yesterday?
Because I have other things. I can't sometimes, and so but I get mad at myself when the writing's on the wall. There's no way this dude was going to be able to keep his job. No way. No. The P word, people. And I'm going to say it one day. I swear to God, I just want to say it. Saturday Night Live says it. Everybody says it now.
But they're not running for president.
Maybe one day I'll run for city council. I don't want to run for city council. I'm just saying I'd rather be a public speaker. Say it. Look at it. They're horrible. Say it. Say it.
Yeah. Who are you people?
Say it, Tracy. Say it. Throw some balls. Say it. I know.
Did you just say the B word? I'm offended now. Damn you.
Look, they're showing cats now.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh boy.
Oh God, it's not over. Wow.
Well, just because one is fired from one gig, does that mean that they are out of the business?
No, that's not the question. You can just answer that. Just answer it, because it's most likely this card represents something as well, Jason. So what is it that you want to say as opposed to putting in a question? What can you see? Because I want you to be able to field. Pass me my cards. I don't even know why they're over there.
Oh, they're just in my way.
I'm sorry. Yes. Let me get it out your way. No. Let's get it out your way. What do you see? Wait, do you want me to go? While you're picking cards? Okay, 2 men are making this decision. 2 men. I have to be honest with you. I think they consulted a broker. I think they were like, look, this is not your place. We just really need to know what's your take on it. And I think Al gave a very, very passionate plea not to have this overshadow the Today Show version. It's called Today's Take. I think that either Al went up to the head guy that made the decision, or they asked Al. But Al's in the middle of this, and he was like, look, we're clean. This is a clean show. And he already is showing that he is arrogant, inconsiderate. He talks over people. He doesn't consider, the other co-hosts. He stands in the middle and thinks the show is about him, and that's not what the Today Show is about. I think that Al's words may have impacted the decision. I think if Al would have said, let's work with the kid, let's give him another chance, I think Billy would still be there. I think that not only has he lost his job, he might be negotiating an exit. I think they're really, really going to cut him for his salary. There's something in the contract about deplorable antics from their employees. So he may be negotiating his salary. He's not going to get it because that part of the contract allows NBC to take it back.
And that wouldn't be for... I mean, it could include things from the past, not just stuff that he's done.
Oh, yeah, because I used to work HR, so the way they word it, it's not past or future. The way they word it is, if this comes from you, then. There's no past or future. So, by the way, employees out there, if that clause is in there, you might want to add, well, if anything before 1999, then can I be safe? There's so much backbiting going on right now. Billy is fighting. He is mad as hell. He doesn't really see what he's done wrong. This is a fighting card. But he lost the fight almost immediately. Mm-hmm. Like, he literally called them up and like, what the hell are you guys doing? But he's not seeing his wrong. So people are seeing like how inappropriate he is and how egotistical he is. He plays nice, by the way. He does play nice. Now they're seeing that he's just an arrogant son of a bitch. When I get my shadow side, you brought this up, so can I allow you to have the credit first?
Absolutely. I will take the credit.
What is the thing that you said, which is why we shouldn't talk before, but you were saying something that he could be what?
Oh.
Drum roll.
What is the card? You're covering it up.
Oh. It means the devil, though.
The devil card?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't get the devil in mind.
Well, but you said something, because I'm about to say it, but I don't want to take credit for it.
You go ahead and say it.
Okay. It just feels to me like there's some drugs or alcohol,
Addiction.
possibly some gambling addictions as well that could come out of this. I did not say it first. Jason mentioned it, and when he said it, I was like, oh, Jason, that's the key. But Jason was saying it, from his top of the psychic head, he was saying it. But it does show up in my cards that in order for all of this to to look and be as bad as NBC needs it to be, there's more stuff coming out on Billy Bush. Mm. Because NBC doesn't want this to look like they're in bed with anybody else in the political forum. So they want it to look like we made a mistake. We should have handled it, by the way, NBC. 11 years ago, it should have been handled. But now, because no one's blaming NBC right now. No one's blaming Access Hollywood right now. But you guys do have some blame in this, NBC. I'm sorry. So I feel like there's a list of things about Billy that they're bringing out.
Billy Goat becomes the scapegoat then, as far as
didn't we say that? He's gonna, Mm-hmm. Didn't we say that?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to name this segment, and so I said something about scapegoat, and I was like, what does scapegoat mean? But ultimately, that's what's showing up, that NBC is gonna throw this kid. You're a kid now, Billy.
Billy the kid.
Billy the kid. They're gonna throw him under the bus. Right. And talk about leaks. There's just things that are going to come out. Is Billy married? Because there's a previous woman out here that is going to say how aggressive he is. Maybe not necessarily violent, but some sense of grabbing the arm, pulling the arm, intimidating.
Womanizer type.
Worse though, like really pushy type. Right. Laugh my ass off. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's married with kids. Rapey. Oh my God, I love Peachy. She's like, just a little rapey. Yeah! That's exactly it. Like, that's the perfect word, rapey. Just a little rapey. And not making fun of rape guys, so no one give me any comments. I have a sister that was compromised, so no one go there. It's funny in the contents that NBC is going to... It's funny in the contents that NBC is going to try and throw him under the bus. I don't think anybody's going to come out and say rape. I think they're going to say that he's a bully and intimidating. But he plays Mr. Nice Guy, which is interesting. Ultimately, it does look like all his little boy antics and yelling and screaming. It does look like he is going to win and he is going to be able to take care of his family. That's what he's really worried about, because there could be a question as to whether or not he will ever work again. Or could he go back into, his humble beginnings? But even if he goes back in his humble beginnings, it's not going to be on network. It's, it might be like internet radio or something.
Right. I mean, to be honest with you, that's what I see as far as the progression there. It's like, one starts off as the magician. Mm-hmm. There, you have a beautiful magician.
Beautiful magician.
But then the death card, right? That's that card of
complete
of a kind of a forced rebirth, And then,
But can I say
the
something?
Knight of Swords
But can I
is
say
someone who is
something,
like becomes
Jason,
like,
in terms of the death card?
like humble.
The death card is not always a good card. I love the death card because it totally means starting over. But all those people in Katrina that lost their homes, all those people in North Carolina.
Oh, it can definitely be through trauma.
It's rebirth,
one,
but in a way where for some people you have to relocate, like you can't go home again. And sometimes it's the best thing that could ever happen.
Well, that's...
I don't know, for Bush.
Well, I mean, the last card in it is the Sun card, right?
Yeah,
and before that happens,
respect that.
the card of patience, the card of a new opportunity, the Queen of Wands, it's still about being in that line of work, that being able to be creative and to be a spokesperson, right? But it is like a diminished role. You know?
Yes.
It's not like...
Yes.
Again, the magician is kind of like being at the very top of your game, and then it's about, doing something maybe on internet or
XM, maybe.
Yeah,
but even XM seems to be too high of a position. Does
but
XM
it
want
looks
him
like
now?
it looks like in some ways like the pressure is off too, and over time it looks like he's able to be okay with that.
Well, I think he has no choice at this stage of the game. He has no choice. But does he reinvent himself in a diminished kind of way?
I think with the
agree
death
with
card,
you.
I think that is that reinvention that
Yes.
is able to.
But in a limited capacity.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like being comfortable with life. Like I'm okay now. I see I'm comfortable with where I am. I grew up. I actually like doing radio now. I could see him saying that because this is ironically, guys, my Six of Swords is a card of being familiar with something or going back home.
It's a
one
Six
the
of
cards.
Cups.
Six of Cups. And it's one of the cards that I use is going back home. And he did start in radio. Interesting enough, it's sandwiched in between the Devil card, but I don't use the Devil card in my card. It's called the Shadow. So your shadow, compromised you, which is his original spirit. It just feels like to everyone that he is just a baby version of the presidential, Republican nominee. That's what it feels like.
But it looks like there's capacity for him to learn from his situation.
Yes, I totally agree that you're right, Jason. I think he's probably going to sit in a very humble place, begin again in radio, and concede to the fact that he is raising children. What I did was wrong. I'm okay with my life, to begin it again. But he might stay in radio for the rest of his life and be okay with it. I totally agree with you. By the way, he is bitching about his exit and his salary. They're going to give it to him. There is something that somebody does like about him, so they are going to give him his money.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
They are. They want him to take care of his family. They are going to give him his money. But NBC, unfortunately, it's almost like, you want your money, dude? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they are looking out for their own.
Because we're going to put some shit out about you, so good luck. As you come and collect that check, good luck.
And part of it is because he is like collateral damage.
Somebody's asking, why are we not allowed to mention the presidential elect?
That's nice.
There's a reason. And for that reason, we're going to offer up the respect. I don't care to mention him anyway. It is about Billy Bush. And I didn't want to confuse one name with the other name. I wanted to focus just on Billy
I think she
Bush.
meant to say election, not elect. He's not the president-elect.
What did I say?
You said like the presidential-elect. Right.
Oh.
And that's
so what am I supposed to say? The presidential
candidate?
No, the nominee, the presidential.
Not the presidential
nominee.
He's
the nominee presidential elect.
That's getting too like no. I mean, he's the
Well,
Republican.
they wouldn't even respect each other. Like I'm trying to give him a title, and they wouldn't give each other titles. He kept calling her something, and
No,
she called him something.
Sort of have a
I'm
point.
trying
But
to
that's
give.
something else.
I'm trying to respect.
He's a presidential candidate.
Presidential candidate elect.
No.
Somebody elected him to be the representative.
No. He's a nominee.
Presidential
he's like
nominee elect.
But he's
elected nominee. The Republican nominated elect.
Yeah, but he's not elect. Just don't.
The
just
term
forget the
used
word
between
elect.
not elect. They're telling me to not elect.
No.
No, that's not a prediction. By the way, guys, no elect. Girl, listen. Look at girl, not elect.
No. You created a storm there.
Please, I'm not predicting. Candidate. Okay, candidate. Lord have mercy. I just got yelled at. I just got reamed on Periscope. Elect means he's won. That's weird. President-elect is once you have won. No. Cancel. But not yet in House. Oh, words have... I know! It's an accident. I was just trying to be respectful. But... And
Tracey was trying to be respectful.
I was. I didn't know what else to call him. Just let me finish this up. He has a huge contract, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
He has a huge contract. Justice means huge contract. Ace of Pentacles means huge contract. He's going to get his money.
Mm-hmm.
Like tomorrow. Like they're going to finish this in 2 weeks. They don't even want this dude to stick around and come back to the office for any reason. All right, that's it, guys. He's going back to radio. We'll hear that soon. Don't disrespect our homophobe, transphobic, misogynist, racist. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Wizard and My Mother Strikes Again. So cute. I love that. That sounds like a ABC channel.
The Wizard and My Mother.
The Wizard and My Mother. And yes, the Kardashians are cursed.
Ooh, the Kardashians.
They are. They are cursed, and
that's maybe what they should change.
I think that they are cursed from OJ. I think somebody put a curse on the father.
Oh, because of he was the attorney, right?
Oh yeah. By the way, I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention this again. I feel like he was murdered. I don't think he just got cancer. I think cancer was put in him, and Johnny Cochran. They both got rare cancers.
They both died
of rare cancers. So. People were really, really mad, and that theory though, I can't help it. I really believe that. I believe that they both got murdered. Period. All you have to do is look at it. It's obvious to me. And they were so young, right? They were very young.
How young?
Who knows? But they weren't 50. They were young.
In their 40s?
Yeah, I think they were all in the same age bracket.
Really? Johnny Cochran was in his 40s?
I don't know. I think they were all in the same age bracket.
I mean, he just, presented himself like he was, kind of older,
Well, he presented himself in a professional kind of way, so he couldn't act like a kid. But I think Dawden, I think the other girl's name is Marsha.
Yeah, Marsha Clark.
Marsha Clark, OJ, Kardashian. I think they were all in the same age bracket, plus or minus 5 years.
This aspect of being a kid, right? What do you think is the cutoff? 26, maybe?
No, it depends on what kid means. I don't know. Then maybe that's not a fair question to ask me. I know when I'm doing my readings. Mm-hmm. If somebody tells me that they're 29, they're definitely a kid. I'm not going to take that from them. If somebody tells me they're 32, I always say you're still young. Mm-hmm. I no longer allow them to do what 20-year-olds can do.
The idea of where you're responsible for your actions in kind of a public way.
That's too big of. That's,
I mean, 32
too
seems
broad.
like
That's too broad. I was watching some show last night where this 15-year-old kid offed her father, and she knew better. So I can't. That's such a huge moral debate that you just got to look at it one by one. I know in my readings, if you're 29 years old, I'm forgiving you. if 29 and under, you're forgiven. Like, let's just chuck it off to you being young. If you're 32, which is very, very close to 29, I just say you're young, so now's the time to make the correct changes. Like, you're now stepping over to a place where it's no longer acceptable to act a certain way.
Well, especially if you're a voice in the public arena.
No, no, you don't have to be a voice in the public arena. There are just too many things that people are doing out there that you have to say to them, stop. You're 32. Once you're 35, then I'm done. I'm like, whoa, that's adult now. But I don't know, it just depends upon the circumstances. You're no longer a kid at 8 when you're black. See? Yeah, Jason, that's why I couldn't go into that. No, because there's different circumstances, and from a psychic standpoint, totally different. From a legal standpoint, they make you an adult, if you're black. So it gets all ugly there. And same age bracket, can get away with it. Our kids get killed, same age bracket, white, they will, help them to survive the court system. It's sad. I was watching something on even the Melendez brothers, and even like what they were Menendez.
Yeah.
Even their people were like, they were just so young. They're so young. It's like, whoa, these two calculated. They did a whole big plan on killing their parents, and the legal system was like having sympathy for them. It's just ridiculous. So Trayvon, that poor boy in Florida, over music. Jason, thank you for opening up a can of worms. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it. So, there's no such thing. The Billy Bushes of the world, the Ryan Locktys of the world, the pretty boys, white America, they do get away with murder. They get away with murder. And, some of our kids can be put in jail for life for the same thing. It's just so sad.
For wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, but I was telling them the other day, Sean didn't know it, driving all black. I've gotten stopped by the cops twice. I just got my car in June. Twice.
Wow.
Like, I just got my car in June. Like, driving all black is real. Like, it's just bad. And by the way, the whole flag thing, by the way, guys, Justice King, what's her name? The Justice Ginsburg?
Are you talking about the Supreme Court Justice Ginsburg?
Ginsburg. She made a comment about the bending of one knee, saying that it was dumb or inappropriate, and it's like, dude, no disrespect, but at this stage of the game, even she needs to have some consideration. Like, the flag and the mantra behind the flag, blacks were not free. So what you consider dumb, even though you are our highest supreme judge, it's no longer it's not dumb. We're going to stand up for what you think is dumb now. Enough already. And thank you for your opinion. But we don't honor that type of opinion anymore when the reason behind it, blacks are dying. They're just dying. Cops show up and they just kill. They don't ask why, they just kill. So, Jason, thanks for the turn.
I just asked a simple question.
Yeah, not so simple though. What was that?
But you're going to use this as you become
a public speaker,
right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm passionate. Yes, that judge needs to have several seats. She's 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Well, no. She's probably going to be retiring, after
which is
the
fine, but we no longer have to respect, the words that are coming out of her mouth. And if she speaks publicly, and you're sitting on a bench in an area that we need you to be fair about. Like, you're there because we need you to be fair. But don't get it twisted. Wasn't it the Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken, that denounced dreadlocks? Does anybody something about dreadlocks, like an employer has a right to say something to you about wearing dreadlocks when that is our, history style. I read that. Well, Clarence Torrance is an idiot, but it is the Supreme Court that did it, right? So
is my beard, is it
almost like a dreadlock.
Almost like a dreadlock?
Yes, almost. So, oh my God, you're not doing Virgo. Yes, it was Virgo. No, it was Leo. Oh my God, I'm going to kill her. So Heather is supposed to be doing Leo, but she did Virgo.
No.
Whatever.
No.
All right, guys.
I am doing Sagittarius on Thursdays, usually about 2 o'clock.
Jason's doing Sagittarius weekly.
On Periscope.
Gemini.
And I'm doing weekly, too. I'm not doing the monthly.
Yeah, Jason is doing his weekly, which I so appreciate, Jason. You're the best.
That's right.
I'll just read them all forward. Kara's doing Capricorn. Jason's doing Sagittarius. Hovik is doing Gemini. Could you please contact Hovik just to see if he's done it for me, please, on my behalf? But don't say Tracy said. Just ask him.
What if he's watching?
Whatever. He's never watching me. Brand is doing Aquarius. Vanina's doing Scorpio. Vanina's going to update hers this week on Friday because she's going to do For Love. She didn't include love the last time for Scorpio, so she's going to add it for love.
Oh, can we do that? Can we add
Heather is
area?
doing Virgo. No, darn it. Heather's doing
Who's
Virgo.
doing Leo then?
No one. No one's got Leo.
No,
Damn it.
Heather has Leo too.
No, I didn't give her 2. I knew she couldn't handle 2. Sean has Cancer. Tracy has Libra. Tracy also has Pisces, which I haven't done yet. And Taurus and Aries is Dylan, and he's doing his today. So.
Right.
No one has Leo.
Well, that sucks.
Where can we find him? How can we find Heather? Oh my God. You know what? The job is back. All the bigwigs at the job is back. So let me make sure that they're going to be posting them on the Green Man Store
we need a page,
YouTube channel.
Don't we?
They have a YouTube channel.
Is that where it's landing? Is on the YouTube?
Sure. And I am a reader here at the Green Man Store, and I am here today, which is Friday, November 7th, to give you the October horoscope for Virgo. So
okay, well that was nice. There, that's the tease. So go look her up.
I'm gonna post this one on the Green Man channel YouTube. I'll send it to
What's it called? Is it called the Green Man Store? Like YouTube channel? Okay.
But
let me Green Man.
Okay, so we're done here, guys. Thank you. Just know I'm going to do Carson Daly because I think he has a new position now.
You think he's the guy?
I think they're going to push him to the forefront. Besides, I like Carson Daly.
What about a woman?
No, they already because do you know that today's take? It was Willie Geist, Tamron Hall, Natalie Morales. Natalie Morales took over Billy Bush's position. She used to live in New York. Now she lives in California.
Just turn it into another View.
No. None of us can take the View anymore. No. Do not model the View, NBC. But they already know that. But
let's talk about that.
You know who I like though? I like the real Bush. I like the girl Bush. I forget her name. And she covers sometimes when somebody's off. I don't know why they're not giving her a permanent spot. I like her. The Bush. Oh, the daughter. One of the daughters is a NBC.
Jenna.
I like Jenna. She's so funny and so quirky and so cute. She would just fit right in. So I'm wondering if it could be Tamron Hall, Carson Daly, Jenna Bush, Al Roker. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I called it. The twins. One of the twin daughters, the blonde one, is a correspondent for NBC.
I've never seen the Today Show.
I like it. I've always liked it.
20 years.
Really? No, it's my favorite.
I just don't watch it.
Well, I watch Good Morning America from 7 to 9. No, you don't have a TV.
I have a TV.
Oh, do you?
I just don't watch a lot of TV.
What model TV do you have? Is it like the...
It's like a
the
Model
floor
A.
model with that long antennas?
It's a TV that you wind up, like along the side.
The one you have to, with the fork, you got to change the channel with the fork.
Yeah, it has the tinfoil.
The tinfoil antennas. No, we're done. Be wealthy. We're done. We're just kind of wrapping it up.
Goofing off now.
So, Good Morning America, I like to watch from 7 until 9. And then I watch Today's Take between 9 and 10. Although I do like the 10 o'clock hour with, I forget those two women. I'm really bad at this. I am a pop culture psychic. I'm so bad at names.
Would it be
Holder and Kathy? Holder and Kathy. I do like them because I love them together. But I always switch over to The View because The View was such a train wreck. I just love to see how they kept killing each other. Now The View is very, very stable and might have, a lifeline. I thought I heard Whoopi was leaving. Did anybody else hear that Whoopi was leaving? Thank you.
You look good in red.
Thank you. Did anybody else hear Whoopi finally is going to make her exit mid-season? Sunny. Yes. Everybody heard. I predicted that. I just didn't post it. I predicted that. I just didn't post it. Sunny is my favorite. I love Sunny. Sunny's my favorite. I love a chocolate woman that is just educated and classy and engaging at the same time. Like she's one with the peoples. Me too, right? I love Sunny. And and then I text her. I was like, "You should be permanent." Because I'm not sure she's permanent, but she retweeted it.
Seen us live.
Oh hi! Well, thank
Scarlett.
you for being here live, Scarlett. But she tweeted back at me. Sunny tweeted back. Oh my
You're out of
God!
town.
Yes, I was so excited
Really?
that I faced it, I clipped it. And then I reposted the clip where she responded and said something nice to me.
What did she say?
Who
That
knows?
was nice.
I forget. Listen, I'm over it already. Oh no!
I would have thought that you'd remember that.
No. I'm too busy screaming. Like, once you scream, all your memory brains go out. And then I clipped it and I reposted it. Because I reposted it, I don't have to retain it anymore. But I can find it.
Your memory brains
Tracy's
go
moved
out.
on already. I just, who knows what she said? I just limited memory. All right, guys. We're just having a lot of fun today. Thank you. Call us for your own personal readings. 818-985-2010. Thank you, Scarlett. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Scarlett Rodriguez, I think is your name. It says Scarlett Rodriguez. I'm finishing it. Bye, Violet. Thank you, guys. Yes, see? I was right. See? I'm psychic. I know these things.
That's true. You do know these things.
Bye, guys. Bye, Rimasaki.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Bye, Mom. Bye, Wizard. Aww.
Bye, Gabby.
Bye, G.S. Buckley.